The world's wonderful biomes. In our world today, there are various types of biomes. We have hot or icy cold deserts, humid or tall prairie grasslands, tropical rainforest, or even the aquatic marine world. With my introduction, I included a neat video on all types of biomes with some aspects like flora and fauna that the students will be required to research and learn about. I also included an overview of the Webquest where I challenged them as a group to create the best project, convincing the class that their assigned biome is the most ideal to live in. Move over, National Geographic, because here we come. On my task page, I took the introduction overview a bit deeper. I've made sure to let the students know that the overall success of their project is collaboration. In the Webquest, students will research a biome according to one of 4 different roles, collaborate on their individual research by using a Google document, design an imaginary journal to their biome and keep a 4-day journal on a wiki page, and finally, design an awesome screencast using Snagit based on photos they may have taken during their imaginary journey. The screencast will be uploaded to YouTube where the class can watch and collaborate again in their groups as to which biome is in fact the best to live in. On my Process Part 1 page, I introduced the first steps. How students will be broken up into a pre-selected group of 4 with the pre-assigned biome, either a desert, grasslands, the tundra, or aquatic world. In their groups, they will collaborate for the first of many times on notes taken in class on what they understand and view a biome to be. They will then be required to go over to the roles subpage where they can choose one of 4 different roles. The 4 roles to choose from are a botanist, a zoologist, a climatologist, or a geologist. All 4 being a different area of science, all characterizing the biome they are researching. Under each role, I've included research responsibilities and some helpful hints as to specifics. I also made sure to remind them of saving neat photos should they come across any during their research. As you can see, each role is also given a group member number. The roles chosen by the students determine the research and photos they are responsible for. The group member number determines the individual responsibilities each student will have in making the group project a success. The roles page has 2 separate subpages branching off of it. The first is the links page. Here I've added 5 different hyperlinks for students to click on and begin their research. I've also made sure to remind the students to return to the roles page where they will need to click on the Responsibilities Part 1 subpage for further tasks. This is to try and omit any navigational confusion. Slow computer. Oh my goodness. Once on the Responsibilities Part 1 page, the students will start to use some of the cool technology tools previously learned. I've broken up the tasks and responsibilities by the group member number that correlates with each role. In this part of the process, group member number 1 will create a Google document where they will share and collaborate on their individual research. Group member number 2 will lead the group in the imaginary journey. Here, students will collaborate and think deeply about their research. Using their imagination, they will each create a journal entry on a class wiki, including plants, animals, storms, and so on things that they may encounter. Students are encouraged to refer back to their Google document if needed, as well as edit and add to each journal entry. I've added hyperlinks for creating Google Docs and using Wiki should the students need a refresher. This leads to the overall and final tasks on the Process Part 2 page. This is where students begin their video presentation by first compiling images related to the role on Flickr Creative Commons. Students are responsible for at least 5 photos each. On this page, students will find a hyperlink allowing them to search and select their photos instantly. They are instructed to click on a subpage titled Responsibilities Part 2 for their final steps. It's almost showtime. Group member number 1 is responsible to follow the similar steps as creating the Google document. However, this time they will create the group's Google presentation. Once created, the students are responsible for creating their own slides for their pictures. Group member number 3 will be in charge of making sure each role's slides are correctly placed in order with narration notes underneath them, much like our cell phone fairy tale. When group member number 3 is satisfied with the final Google presentation, they will give the green light for each member to create the screencast. Using Snagit, the students will create their individual video to be uploaded onto YouTube. Group member number 4 will be responsible for compiling the 4 videos onto one YouTube playlist. This is the video the class will watch and use to determine which of the 5 biomes is ideal for settling in. Again, I've added hyperlinks for tutorials should students need refreshers on the different technology tools required here. On the evaluation page is where the rubric is located. Students are informed that they will be graded not individually but as a group. Categories of the rubric include teamwork and collaboration, the Google document and wiki, research, the Google presentation and video, and finally, the quality of the project as a whole. On my conclusion page, I congratulate the students for a job well done. I mention all the tasks they have completed individually and compiled as a group. I've encouraged students who want to learn more to visit hyperlinks I included on biomes different from the ones they had to look for on my Webquest. I've also added a neat website with short videos on all the biomes. The teacher page is where I reflected on my Webquest. One of the reasons I chose biomes is because I was able to have the students learn not only their assigned biome, but on the different areas of science as well: botany, zoology, geography, and climatology. Excuse me. Now they know there's more to science besides boring textbooks and frog dissections. I also included California Science Standards for 6th and 7th grade, who are the targeted grades of this Webquest. Should anyone be interested in using my Webquest, I've added a length of time estimation as well as my contact info for any questions or concerns. Thank you for exploring through my Webquest with me. I truly enjoyed creating this more than I had expected to. Happy learning.